couldn't forgive two people. So you fast forward, God's brought my family back to Derry. He literally plucked alcohol off of me. Just stopped drinking one day from drinking every day, which was great. With the alcohol gone, sexual sin stopped, and he's even been able to work on me with like lust, and it's just leaving me, which is great, and I'm having control over it. So, and I forgave the two people. I went to them, and I also asked them for forgiveness. So, yeah. So, here I am kind of sharing my testimony with people. I went to the encounter, not sure what God was going to do, but we were excited to go. And there's something I did that I had a lot of guilt over in the past, and I never confessed it. And, I'm not going to share it because I still have to go to the person, but that and some other unconfessed stuff. And so I was able to go to my wife, which took a lot of fear. Friday night, it started bubbling. Saturday, I was pretty quiet because I'm like, man, I don't want this to come out. Like I'm not sure. Do I talk to my leader first? Do I go to my wife? And I chose to go to my wife first. And then I confessed it to my leader. And it was just gone. It was awesome.
Amen.
Awesome. And I never realized. I thought God forgave me for it, but it was still there, just bound to me. And I had to confess it. But the really cool thing Saturday was, Steve, you're part of this. I was watching your testimony, and I was like, man, not too many people intimidate me, but here in this guy's life, I said, wow. And I had a wedge against another person. You don't mind if I share that? Yeah, I'm going to anyways.
That's okay. Maybe I'll encourage others to share their wedges against me.
Yeah. So, at a family enrichment night, I was sharing my testimony with alcohol, and I guess Mark prodded me a little too much, and I felt like, I'm trying to share, and I just got angry, and I held on to it, and I didn't realize I sinned. And so I went to the encounter. Steve shares his testimony, and God says to me, this guy led him to the Lord, and you're angry with him for nothing? And so I went to Mark, and that was huge for me, because I would carry that for years, usually.
That's a powerful.
So.
Amen.
And me and him are hitting it off. He's sharing literature with me, and it's amazing.
Amen.
It's just amazing.
He will keep prodding on you, man. He will.
Yeah.
He will.
What the enemy
So,
meant for harm.
yeah. So the two testimonies I have is that we recently had somebody staying with us that needed a lot of help. And months ago, I would have been on the couch drinking with him, playing video games, and I was actually able to, I don't want to say I really ministered at that time, but I felt like I was doing the work of the Lord.
You did.
Him in, and
You were a huge encouragement.
It was awesome.
For him.
Yeah.
He'll never come back for it.
Yeah. And we also invited a friend of ours, his wife, to the Easter service. And I got a call today from my friend who lives down the street, and my friend Bob, and he had a problem with me inviting his soon-to-be ex-wife to the service. And I stood my ground with him. I said, he asked me if I should ask him for permission if I'm going to invite his wife to church, and I said, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I said, we all need Jesus, and I had no idea he had even had a problem with it. Right. But just trying to share it, and I don't know. I think I'm really excited where the Lord's taking us now. Yeah.
Do you want to share?
Uh-oh.
Amen.
I was hoping you were really going to go.
Sandy.
I had been feeling like I was really looking forward to the encounter, and I was really knowing that I needed a breakthrough. I didn't really know what I needed to break through from, but I knew that there was just something that was keeping me from getting to really breaking through in a steadfast love with the Lord, and so it was cool because I went there Friday night and I was just really kind of anxious and frustrated and waiting, and then Saturday came and I wasn't sure what was going on, and I was able to talk with Tina some, and after a couple lessons, like God really showed me, like specifically things that, you know, I always was feeling the past couple weeks that God wanted to show me something from my childhood. And he specifically showed me things that had happened that had been wedges between me and Todd that had caused that. And what's cool is I'm not a very girly girl, like I'm trying to be, but I feel like that was really robbed from my childhood. I didn't feel like I was ever rejoiced over as a little girl for some reason. And Linda had got us all journals, and we went to pick one up. And I had picked a journal that my 3-year-old daughter would like. It was like a ballerina with butterflies and stars on it. And I was like, this is so not me. Like, I would want like a cup of coffee on my journal, but I got the ballerina and stars. And I felt like the Lord was like, just pick that one. And it was cool because I was like, okay, I really think God's going to show me something in my childhood. And I was really excited and kind of shaking and stuff. And so I had spoken with Tina, and then I was able to work some stuff out, and then Deanne came up to me, and Deanne's like, Jackie, I really feel like there's generational things that it's not your fault, and she like really stressed that it wasn't something I had done but had been passed down, and she helped me and prayed along with me to specifically say, Satan, no more. Like, Satan, you're done. Like, this is not yours, and I just specifically like cast him off from these different things. And after that, I felt like, I guess the problem with me and the Lord was there wasn't really like, there used to be like a lot of joy in my life. My mom always told me I was happy-go-lucky, and I felt like lately, like the happy-go-luckiness of me was taken away because of this wedge that happened in my childhood. So I feel like over the weekend that joy was poured back into me, you know, and a new excitement.
Amen.